Hey guys and gals, Dark Humility here. You can always catch me streaming Diablo 2, usually about 7 days a week at www.twitch.tv/darkhumility. Guys, today we have our likely third and final update on my Bone Necromancer. He is now stronger than ever. Since the last update, we have 2 more skills, almost 50 more magic find, and we still have our 125 FCR, and he is a monster. He's got even, I think, a little bit more health as well. His gear is crazy. We'll show you how we got him even stronger than before, and then I'll do a short demo just to show you guys just how ridiculously powerful this build is now. It's not quite, you know, top tier Trapsin powerful, but it's once you get this level of gear, it's almost S tier. It's almost there. It really reaches that next level. So we got here a 6.1k teeth damage Bone Necro. It is level 49 with bow, which is pretty nuts. My res should be maxed. I'm just missing some fire res on a couple of plain 7 MF small terms. Not a big deal though. I actually can get 80 with these boots. We're actually overcapped on it compared to 75, which is still fine. Then we have max block, of course, and we have almost 1700 health with max block. And then we can see here that we have stacked res on almost every other res, super stacked. We still have our 30 FHR, and we still have 125 FCR. And we have 33 damage reduction when the Mercenary's Defiance Aura kicks in. It's either 8 or 9, depending on how many skills and whatnot he has, which is pretty cool stuff. It's either 8 or 9 in general. And also have, let's see, 285 magic find, which is just nutty. Nutty stats here. Crazy stuff. We look at all the skills. We're doing, still got our 1 point to amp. We still got our max all synergies on bone. Have almost 500 bone armor absorbed now though. We have 9,000 bone spear damage and 11.5k bone spirit. It's pretty crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff just overall. And we also have 1 point to revive, which gives us 3 revives for free pretty much. And then of course we have our 5 golems as well. So he is a monster. We did a guide on him before, so make sure to check out that guide. Yeah, we have a PD2 guide section on my YouTube channel. We've got 5 guides now, including this one. This is the first one I made. This is now his second update though, because he has such crazy gear now. Just wanted to show it off again. His mercenary gear is pretty much the same since the last update. Still hitting that attack speed breakpoint for the insights for the mana regeneration. And of course we still have the, we actually have PDR gold wrap on him now, with MF on the laying of hands and MF on the goblin toes. So if he kills things, he gives me even more MF. And he even has physical damage reduction on his belt while getting that attack speed, which is pretty crazy. And another really cool item, that's one of the new items that we have on him now. And we still have this 10 FCR Bone Shade. But now we have a 3-socketed Tring Armor. You can still get another skill if you go a skill plus a 2-socket puzzle box Tring Armor. But I kind of like the additional MF because I almost have 300 MF before mapping MF is taken into account. And I just made this today. 1 skill, 2-socket puzzle boxed Tring Helm. Self-puzzle boxed it. Crazy helm. You guys might remember this Ami from last time. Still just as nutty as it was last time. We still have that 2-socketed Tring Shield. You can still get a skill on this potentially. That's another place maybe you could still get an extra skill. The Bone Shade, by the way, is maxed out teeth-wise unless you got a skill corruption. But it has an FCR corruption instead. Some of the other skills are a little bit lower, of course. So I think they're all lower except for the teeth roll, which is max. Which is the main one you want anyway, but you know, that could definitely be a little bit better still. Since last time though, we put on our 30 FCR Tring Gloves. I posted that video on YouTube on corrupting that sucker. Self-corruption, crazy. It freed up another skill ring here so that I could take off the 10 FCR ring. And we have this skill ring now with MF, BK ring. We still have this 20 FCR ring now. We still have now we have 10 FCR belt instead of armor, which allowed us to still hit that 125 FCR frame overall, having all this extra FCR, while getting 2 more skills on top of that. And of course now we have an MF corrupted Eth Water Walks, and we still have our PNB lifers, 39 MF Geeds. Really, really solid Necro Torch and Ammu for the most part. We can still use some fire res on these MF small charms because that's kind of what we're lacking, but besides that, we have even better MF small charms than last time. Better res charms, MF charms, just crazy stuff we found since then. So, that is his build. That is his updated stats. He is a monster. Let's do a demo on Bastion Keep again. You guys can see just how ridiculous he gets once he gets somewhere around 50 skills of 125 FCR. Yeah, you could still potentially get a couple more skills on him, but in some sense, this is pretty much almost max power for this build, which is why I decided to update it again, because we were able to acquire some pretty sick items, either through self-corrupting or puzzle boxes or trades, that brought him to a level even beyond what you saw last time. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. The gold wrap is so GG, I know. It's an amazing gold wrap for sure. And it's an item that wasn't on his mercenary last time, so... What nutty build this is. You can see once you get like, oh, well, what do you know, chat? What do you know, YouTube? Look at that, Gold Rune. Just showing you guys the power of this insane build once it gets fully geared up here on Players 1. Yeah, so Bastion Keep is his best map still. Absolute crazy power in here. He's just slaughtering it at this point. I think with this map specifically, he's actually as fast, if not faster than the Trapsin. It's pretty incredible. I don't know about some of the other maps, but it's pretty close. That's just how strong he's become now with this many plus skills. And the crazy part is, even though he's like nearly at max power, depending on if you want to lose some MF or if you want to get some crazy skill FCR rings to maybe add an extra skill here, maybe get a skill 2-socketed shield to get an extra skill there. It's pretty much there. It's pretty much there. It's pretty crazy. Insane. He's come a long way since we started out the ladder after losing our sword to the Crash Bug death. Here's our next character up in line. He started out with some basic gear. He got going a little quick, and now he is just insanely strong. I have 8 PNBGCs, which is maximum with Geeds. Easy Gold Rune, chat. Easy Gold Rune. YouTube is better than this. Actually, that's not true. Most of the amazing runes I've found is just when I've been farming them. Maxing Gale on a Fire Druid. I think it's more important for a Wind Druid, but you can definitely do that on a Fire Druid, potentially. It depends if you want more defensive capabilities in the summon tree or not. Yeah, man. It's bugged! Are you kidding me? Dang songs. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all, man. Let's get some revives back up in here. Let's go! Alright. So for this short demo, I'll just see if I can find the boss. I'll kill the boss again. You guys get the idea at this point, though. So yeah, with almost 50, almost 60 more base MF, 2 more skills. And just in general, all the same crazy stats he had before. He's a powerhouse now. Powerhouse magic finder. And a lot of maps hitting over 400 magic find now. And he just shreds it. He just shreds it. And this map in particular is just really good. That being said, though, he has a lot of good maps now. We're on Stone Shard. Let's go. Okay, he's not over here, guys. Somewhere else. Nice goal right now. No, I think that just means it's not in the drop pool, so maybe there's more chance of getting the other rare corruptions if you roll rare corruption, quote unquote. I think the way it works is it rolls low, medium, and rare corruption, and then it rolls for one of the corruptions. Either that or it just simply rolls all the corruptions in one pot, and they all have odds depending on which pool they're in, rare, medium, or low tier corruption. I think that might be how it works, actually. And those are the combined odds of rolling it, essentially. Open sockets, yeah. Let's go. Phoenix Strike is amazing. It's one of the most flashy skills there is. It also has no immunity issues, which is pretty awesome. That being said, it's just a solid A tier build still. But yeah, Phoenix Strike is really cool. Yeah, man, for sure. Open socket, that's a normal term actually for Diablo 2 to say OS. But you can see how you might have thought that it was special. Hey look, fire is, but it's on faster running. We're not gonna corrupt the laying of hands. Yeah, so he's a lot of fun. He's very powerful in maps without magic immunes. They have the perfect size corridors, and now with as much gear as he possibly has, he is crazy. Alright. And with this much Bone Spirit, he's doing crazy damage. My goodness!
I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
Crazy stuff. Ego Ventura, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Call of Xana Day. Let's go. Well, that's a wrap, folks. There's our update on my Season 2 Project Diablo II Hardcore Bone Necro. His stats are crazy now. He shreds maps like they're nothing. He's almost as strong as his S-tier builds once you really get him geared up. Even as the S-tier builds almost have max gear as well. So he's definitely worth it for sure. And having magic damage, he has very few immunity issues, which always makes him worthwhile to play. Anyways, YouTube, you can check out this guide and other guides in my PD2 guide section here on the YouTube or in my channel under !guides. Remember that, once again, I stream Diablo 2 7 days a week at www.twitch.tv/DerekHumility. And make sure to, of course, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this awesome third and possibly final update on this character now. He has almost max possible gear. He's almost as powerful as he can possibly get. Besides maybe having more life on his PMB GCs, maybe a couple of better MF small terms, And maybe a couple skills squeezed in if you're willing to spend like 30 high runes on average on the trade site.
I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken
On the
camp.
Discord, of course. If you're willing to spend all that, you can definitely get some more skill rings with 10 FCR, but overall, this build is incredible, and his DPS is insane. But anyway, thank you guys, though, for watching, and Derek Humility over and out. Let's go. Let's get it.